But after 25 years, I am sure we are set. And so I can say a little bit more. For me, they are personal. Because the president was the one who got me out of this country. I won't go into the details. But the so-called NADECO route, it was the president who created that route. And I was the first beneficiary of that. I also, because I traveled on behalf of NADECO, I know who funded those trips. The president funded those trips. I got the money from him, so not that I was told. I know I got the money from him. And he had to sell his house in London in order to fund NADECO. Again, I know about it because I was in that house before he sold it. So I know the sacrifice that he made. One thing that surprised me, however, was the links that he had all over Africa, because I would be in a place, then I will get a call, and he will say, Prof, I think you better leave that place latest tomorrow morning. And it would be when I got back to London that he would tell me what had been planned in that place. Through his contacts, he will know. So, links, creating links is not new to our president. And I am sure that this country will continue to benefit from his ability to create these links. So, my colleagues in NADECO are here. So on behalf of them, I thank you for this recognition. It's not me who is recognized, it's members of NADECO who are all over here, because we know now we have one of us who is in charge of democracy in this country, the democracy that we fought for. Thank you very much.
That's one of our elder statesmen, a man of repute and integrity. Please, let's give him another round of applause.
Well, President Bolaji Akiyemi, there, member of the National Democratic Coalition, NADECO, that was formed in 1994 in the heat of the struggle for democracy. The presidential dinner is ongoing at the presidential villa in Abuja to commemorate Democracy Day celebration in Abuja. Mr. Yerima Shatima, President Arawa Youth Consultative Forum, thank you for staying the course on the program. You had Professor Akiyemi there talking about the very critical role Mr. President played in the days of NADECO in the midst of the struggle for June 12 and to get democracy back on track. How significant would you say that is 31 years after, especially now that he's Mr. President?
Well, it's not new to us that we know he has always been behind most of these struggles for democracy in Nigeria. I remember vividly, apart from even the NADECO, we had in 2004, we had the parallel conference called PRONACO, Pro-National Conference, where The convener then was Chief Anthony Nahoro, likes of Olusegun Inkabe Koramson Kuti, and to an extent Gani Fawemi before he died. And some of us were all part of that struggle with some of our cadres and my colleagues. That conference, it was then during Obasanjo regime. I remember the role he played to ensure that that conference actually succeeded. He was one of the major financiers of that then struggle. He did a lot of things to ensure that that conference really held against that of third-term Obasanjo's national conference. We succeeded to an extent to produce a document called Draft National Constitution at that time, which I was the youth director of that platform at that time. We were able also to get funding apart from the conference. Some of us have to go to diaspora also to carry our own brothers in diaspora in US and UK. I was one of the team that goes along with the likes of Anthony Nahoro and so many of them to ensure that that conference succeeded. And we came back in 2016. We presented the document out, and unanimously people adopted it, and so on and so forth. So for us, it's not new what he does to ensure that democracy actually stabilizes. He's one of the person that actually worked, and some of us look up to, and become who we are today. Without him, some of us wouldn't have gotten to where he is. So if you have somebody like Professor Bolaji Akiyemi talking, he is talking, look at, imagine how good he is and what he has done to them. Now how much more some of us who are even much younger cadres who also come up, and to an extent we can pinpoint to say this is what he has done to us to make us get to where we are today. So we have no doubt in our mind that this is just part of his life. He believes so much in democracy, and he has done everything, he has paid his dues. So we're happy that one of us today is the president, and that's why often, despite the ups and downs, we still remain optimistic because we know what he has done, what he has stood for, and we believe strongly that the journey may appear to be very rough at the beginning, but we hope certainly it might be better. Okay. In the
so Senator Shehu Sani,
and that's why it was difficult for us to quickly conclude that all may likely spell doom. We are still reserving our energy to be sure that something will be better.
Allow me to jump in, Mr. Shetima. We'll continue this conversation shortly. Senator Shehu Sani has taken the stand to also add some thoughts to the ongoing dinner at the presidential villa.
To organize a serious mass resistance against the military. And the second time I can remember was when you were one of those whom Chief MKO Abiola sent to talk to Abuja. And one incident that happened was that the security men tried to shove you away, and today you are the president of this country. Mr. President, you have a duty and a responsibility to succeed as a leader. As a leader who came from the trenches, from the tribes and generations of those who sacrificed their life in the defense of freedom. It is unfortunate that a whole like this, there are specific figures we have missed. We have missed the presence of Chief Gani Fawemi. We have missed the presence of Dr. Beko Ransom Kuti. We have missed the presence of Alhaji Balarabe Musa. We have missed the presence of Dr. Bala Usman. We have missed the presence of Shima Obani. We have missed the presence of many who sacrificed their life in the defense of democracy. A day like this will not be complete without appreciating the role played by the likes of Colonel Abubakar Dangiwa Umar, the likes of Chief Abraham Adesanya, Alani Akao Boshorun, and the likes of Fred Eno. Mr. President, even though the governor of Kaduna State removed me from the seat, I will always remember that he was one of those who stood for us when we were in prison. He was among those who kept the torch of freedom alive while many of us languished in the cell. Mr. President, I would like to draw your attention to these facts and this truth. The national anthem cannot unite a nation. A national pledge cannot unite a nation. A constitution cannot unite a nation. A nation is united by the ideals of freedom. A nation is united by equity and by justice. Many younger generations of today have not and couldn't know the sacrifice we have made to restore democracy to this country. It is important that we bring to attention to those who were not here in those days of the struggle. This democracy was not a gift given to us by the military. It was not a lottery that we won. It was a product of struggle and sacrifice. There were people who were forced into exile, like the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, and the likes of Wole Soyinka. There were people who were sent to prison, like us. We're supposed to spend the first 15 years of our life in prison, but by the magnanimity of God, we were out. There were many who were dead. This democracy was a product of struggle. The Academic Staff Union of Nigeria made sacrifices. Nigerian media made sacrifices. The NUPENG, headed by the like of Frank Kokori, made sacrifices. The National Association of Nigerian Students made sacrifices. This democracy was a product of that struggle, was a product of that commitment, and was a product of that determination. Mr. President, you have a duty to succeed. If you succeed, you will share your glory because you came from the trenches, you came from that struggle, you come from that period of struggle. Mr. President, if you fail, they will say that those of you who fought for democracy have nothing new to offer to Nigeria. We will pray for you, and we believe that the reforms which you have taken, there is no doubt about it, you too have recognized the untold hardship and the suffering it has inflicted on millions of people. But we are expecting that at the end of the day, it will bear fruit, and people will rejoice and say that the sacrifices that they have made, the consequences of that reforms, was something that was worth all this trouble. Mr. President, thank you for the honor and the privilege, and do something about the Nigerian prisons, because they were the ones who hosted us in those days and in those dark days of the struggle. And on the last call, Mr. President, there are some people who are still in detention as a result of the NSAS protest. They were young people who were protesting for justice, for freedom, and for democracy. Any young protester in Nigeria today learned from you, because you were the father of protest in Nigeria. Do something about it. Give them the freedom. You taught us, you funded us to stand up and fight, so they are your children and your grandchildren. Give them the pardon. Thank you, and God bless.
Wow, very thought-provoking speech there from Senator Shehu Sani, speaking from the heart and speaking directly to Mr. President that you have a duty to succeed. If you fail, it will mean that those of you who fought for the 1993 democracy struggle have nothing to give to Nigeria. He's also asked specifically for the release of the young men and women who have been detained since the NSAS protest. Very thought-provoking, and you could see the people there, Jumake, also, putting their hands together and celebrating what he has said, and Mr. President also paying rapt attention. But we have to go now. Mr. Yerima Shatima, if you can, in a minute, just wrap up for us from what you've heard Senator Sonny talked about, and how much of the expectation that the politicians of his type who fought, in 1993 have of this president? In 1 minute, Mr. Shettima.
Well, the fact of the matter is just exactly what Comrade Sani just said. If Tinubu succeeds, we all succeed, and if he fails, we all fail. So we believe strongly we have nothing other than giving him all the necessary support to ensure that he succeeds, so that we can raise our shoulder up and say, this is one of our own products who has given us mentorship, and today he has done it well, and he will do it well, so that some of us also can proudly come in future to say, look, we can do this, and Nigeria will quite agree with us and entrust us with leadership. Thank you so much.
President, Arawa Youth Consultative Forum, Yerima Shettima, thank you so much for talking to us on the program this evening. And happy Democracy Day to you. Jumoke, we have to go now, but it's good that we're seeing someone like Senator Sani speaking truth to power.
I mean, like he does
and not
always.
Missing words.
That's show signing for you. I mean, several times we've had him on politics tonight, despite the fact that is of a different political party. I mean, he does not mince his words, and like I said to you off air, he's very responsible with his words.
What he says.
And that's one of the reasons these political leaders will continue to listen to people like him.
The conversation continues here on TVC News as we continue to bring you updates from that dinner at the presidential villa. But that package tonight will return with more updates for you subsequently. I am Nifemi Oguntoye.
And I am Olajumoke Olatunji. Good night, everyone.
Happy Democracy Day.
Insecticide with its improved formulation kills 100% mosquitoes that spread malaria. So spread the message of how we can fight to end malaria with Mortein. Mortein, our #1 choice.
With Betano and get a welcome bonus up to 200,000 Naira. Betano, the official sponsor of UEFA Euro 2024.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. Do you struggle with having an active and healthy lifestyle due to your busy schedule? Do you find it difficult to make it to the gym? You want to improve your overall health, but don't know where and how to start? Medical experts agree that walking, running, and jogging are amongst the best ways to stay fit and enjoy a great active and healthy lifestyle. What if there was a convenient and affordable way to improve your health, improve your mood, and lose weight right in your own home? Introducing the SportX Digital Compact Treadmill, the compact foldable treadmill that makes being active and losing weight fast and easy. Just unfold it and walk, jog, or run while you watch your favorite programs on TV. And when you're done, just fold it and store it away. Now that's convenience. The secret is its advanced design that houses a 1-horsepower motor that is twice the size of most treadmills, packed into a nice compact unit, powering every step you take. You get the SportX Digital Compact Treadmill System complete with a rugged commercial-grade ultra-durable traction belt, large LCD multifunctional display that displays speed, time, distance, calories, and has 12 different exercise programs, as well as a magnetic safety key for added security.
The SportX treadmill has really helped me get back in shape after childbirth. I love it because it's compact and can fit anywhere in the house. And when I'm done, I fold and put it away. Easy peasy.
This is the best piece of equipment for people like me who want to stay active without leaving the home. I simply unfold it and use it while I watch my favorite program on TV.
Join Joining a gym can cost an absolute fortune, and you could be paying up to 490,000 naira in annual gym fees. Get the Sport X Compact Digital Treadmill to save the cost and work out of the convenience of your home. You would normally pay 500,000 naira for a treadmill like this. Call the number on your screen now and get the Sport X Compact Digital Treadmill for not 450,000 naira, but for just 400,000 naira only. And that's not all. You can get the Sport X Compact Digital Treadmill in 2 easy payments of 200,000 naira. That's right. Pay twice and get this amazing fitness solution. But wait, there's more. If you order now, you get the Sport X Compact Digital Treadmill delivered to you for free wherever you are in Nigeria. And it comes with a ShopX 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied with the treadmill, send it back for a full refund. But hurry, limited stock available. Call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code or visit our website to place your order while stock lasts.
The preceding was a paid presentation brought to you by ShopX TV.
At TVC News, wherever the big news stories happen.
By Kingsway Road, and it was there that it was decided that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should move out of Lagos and move to Abuja to go and play national politics. Thank God you made it. We lost in Lagos. Our loss in Lagos is the gain of Nigeria today. Mr. President, I want to thank you. People have spoken of your generosity. Even when he was in exile, he was funding the Lagos State Afenifere, the Lagos State Nadeco, the Lagos State. So I was not surprised when he came back from the exile and they decided unanimously to make him the governor of Lagos State. Thank God, I'm happy to be alive to see this day, and to all of you who are involved in the struggle that I met today. I was almost moved to tears when I look at the faces. When I saw Yobe, I said, oh! I saw Agbakoba. He was in Jamaica shirt. And I said, thank God we are all alive to see one of us be president of this country. You've seen it all. By the grace of God, you will do very well for this country. And I'm confident that by the grace of God, you take Nigeria to a higher height. God bless Nigeria.
We say a loud amen to the prayer prayed by our elder statesman. The last but not the least of those 5 gentlemen, I wish I'd gone through the list much earlier because I know our First Lady is very, very gender sensitive. She would have wanted at least a lady to be amidst the 5. I'm sure she would have wanted that. I'm just saying that, but no problem. Our mommy, we allow that to pass today. So I want to call on yet another hero of democracy.
Brotherhood we stand, Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign in peace, all back to all. To hand unto our children a banner without stain. Oh God of all creation, grant these is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
I'm very impressed. Let's give ourselves a round of applause.
Having the national anthem signifies the greatness of our nation above all.
I checked the hall and 90% of the people in the hall were singing along. A round of applause for yourselves.
A round of applause. I would like to inform us all